Hey everyone! What if I told you that anxiety, a sensation we all encounter, harbors enigmas that can massively better our lives? Quite a claim, isn't it? But it's not unfounded. Indeed, throughout history, our grasp and perception of anxiety have progressed significantly. In the Neolithic era, anxiety was regarded as a natural defensive impulse that aided early humans to endure. It was an integral component of us, a mechanism that our forefathers developed to tackle threats and hazards. However, with the dawn of civilization and societal norms, anxieties commenced being linked with societal expectations and judgments. The ancient Greeks were acquainted with anxiety. Hippocrates, the progenitor of medicine, associated anxiety with melancholia, or what we now comprehend as depression. He postulated that an imbalance of bodily fluids, or humors, was the source. Centuries later, during the Middle Ages, anxiety was often misunderstood as an indication of witchcraft or demonic possession. It wasn't until the 19th century that medical experts started exploring anxiety as a psychological disorder. Sigmund Freud, the father of psychoanalysis, was one of the earliest to propose that anxiety was a consequence of suppressed and unresolved conflicts within the unconscious mind. Now here's a mind-blowing fact. According to the Anxiety and Depression Association of America, anxiety disorders are the most common mental illness in the US, affecting 40 million adults in the United States age 18 and older, or 18.1% of the population every year. It's staggering, but there's more. Anxiety disorders are highly treatable, yet only 36.9% of those suffering receive treatment. People with an anxiety disorder are 3 to 5 times more likely to visit the doctor and 6 times more likely to be hospitalized for psychiatric disorders than those who do not suffer from anxiety disorders. Anxiety disorders develop from a complex set of risk factors, including genetics, brain chemistry, personality, and life events. Now imagine feeling constantly worried, afraid, or panicked without any evident reason. You can't focus on your tasks or enjoy the simple pleasures of life. You feel entrapped, and there seems to be no escape. This is the daily reality for people with anxiety. It's not just a phase or a bad day. It's a serious condition that affects their everyday existence. But there's hope. With treatment, many people with anxiety can manage their symptoms and lead a happy and fulfilling life. Anxiety is a natural human emotion, often surfacing as a reaction to stress. It can be unnerving, it can be crippling. But what if we were to perceive it from a different perspective? What if we endeavored to comprehend the very thing we've been conditioned to despise? Anxiety alerts us to potential hazards. It propels us to plan and prepare. It can aid us in focusing and becoming more proficient. It can even augment our memory recall. It's not always a curse. Sometimes, it's a blessing. Recall an instance when anxiety impelled you to excel. It could have been during an examination, a job interview, or a public speaking event. That flutter in your belly, that hastened heartbeat, they're all part of the anxiety package, but they didn't hinder you, they empowered you. Now let's plunge into the scientific aspect of it. Anxiety is regulated by our nervous system, predominantly the autonomic nervous system. This system governs many of our bodily functions, including our heartbeat, respiration, and digestion. It's bifurcated into 2 parts: the sympathetic system, which is accountable for our fight or flight response, and the parasympathetic system, which is responsible for rest and digest. Throughout this program, we'll be exploring how to harness anxiety to our favor, accepting it as a tool for growth and self-enhancement rather than an impediment. Remember, it's not about eradicating anxiety, but understanding it, embracing it, and using it judiciously. It's a journey that will necessitate patience, comprehension, and self-compassion. It's a journey that will request you to see beyond the conventional narratives and to redefine your personal association with anxiety. So here's the query again. Are you prepared to embark on this eye-opening journey? If you are, then let's get started. We're going to immerse into the realm of anxiety, unveil its mysteries, and learn how to utilize it to our benefit. Don't forget to hit the like button if you're ready to embark on this eye-opening journey. Welcome back. In this segment, we will delve into an aspect of anxiety that many of us grapple with: the perception of anxiety as failure. Anxiety is a multifaceted beast that manifests differently in everyone, but a common thread amongst sufferers is the feeling of failure. This is an aspect that we often shy away from discussing, but it's critical to understand and confront this perception to better manage our anxiety. This feeling of failure, this perception of not meeting the mark, is a pervasive yet misunderstood part of the anxiety experience. It's like that constantly pulls us down, making us feel as though we are never good enough, like we're always falling short of some unattainable ideal. It's an invisible pressure that builds up over time, leaving us feeling overwhelmed and inadequate. This feeling of failure can be pervasive, infiltrating every aspect of our lives, distorting our reality, and making simple tasks seem insurmountable. But why do we feel this way? The root cause is often societal expectations. We live in a world that values achievement and productivity, often at the expense of mental health. We're taught to value the opinions of others and to seek external validation. These societal pressures can lead to feelings of inadequacy when we perceive ourselves as not meeting these standards that are often unrealistic, leading us to feel like we're constantly failing, even when we're not. This sense of failure is not an isolated experience. It is a sentiment echoed by millions of individuals worldwide, each grappling with their own battles. The reality of mental health struggles is much more widespread than many realize, and the feeling of failure associated with anxiety is a universal experience. Historically, anxiety has often been misunderstood, leading to further stigma and misconceptions. Throughout history, our understanding of mental health has been limited. For instance, during the Middle Ages, anxiety was often misinterpreted as an indication of witchcraft or demonic possession. This led to the sufferers of anxiety being viewed as failures or outcasts in society, further exacerbating their internal struggles. These historical misinterpretations have perpetuated modern-day stigmas, leading to a lack of understanding and empathy for those struggling with anxiety. But it's important to remember that anxiety is not a measure of failure. It's a mental health condition, not a character flaw. It doesn't reflect your capabilities or worth. It's simply a part of your experience, something that can be managed with the right resources and support. To understand this better, let's consider some real-life examples. J.K. Rowling, the renowned author of the Harry Potter series, battled severe depression and anxiety before her books were published. She faced rejection after rejection, each one fueling her feelings of failure. But despite her struggles, she persevered, constantly working on her craft, never letting her anxiety define her. Today, she's one of the most successful authors in the world, a testament to her resiliency and determination. Similarly, the iconic musician, Adele, has openly spoken about her battle with anxiety. Despite her immense talent and success, she has experienced crippling stage fright and feelings of inadequacy. Yet she continues to share her gift with the world, proving that anxiety doesn't equate to failure. These are just a few examples of many individuals who have faced their fears, battled their internal demons, and come out stronger on the other side. Remember, feeling like a failure is a common symptom of anxiety, but it doesn't define who you are. It's simply a feeling, not a fact. You are not a failure. You are a human being navigating a complex world, and it's okay to struggle. It's okay to feel anxious, it's okay to ask for help, and most importantly, it's okay to be you. Anxiety doesn't define you, it's just a part of your journey. So as we continue to explore the intricate world of mental health, let's remember to be kind to ourselves. Let's remember that it's okay to fall, to fail, to struggle. Let's remember that it's okay to ask for help, to reach out, to take care of our mental health. Let's remember that our worth is not defined by our struggles, but by our resilience, our courage, and our ability to rise again. As we delve deeper into our exploration of anxiety, let's remember that we are not alone in this journey. We're all in this together, navigating the complexities of mental health, supporting each other, learning from each other, and growing together. So let's continue on this journey together, shall we? My own mind is my worst enemy. Why do I always feel this way? Why can't I unburden myself from this feeling? Ever get that unsettling feeling of worry, panic, or fear taking over without warning? Why does our brain, designed to protect us, often lead us into a spiral of anxiety? Today, we're going to explore this paradox and uncover the complexities of anxiety. What the heck is anxiety? How do I know when I have it? Historical perspective, how anxiety was perceived in the past versus now. Biological mechanism, discuss the fight or flight response and its role in anxiety. Technology and information overload, impact of social media and constant connectivity. Lifestyle and stress, how our daily routines contribute to anxiety. Controversial viewpoint. Debate on whether modern society is more anxiety-inducing than the past. Professional help, importance of therapy and medical intervention. Self-help strategies, mindfulness, exercise, and diet. Technological aids, apps and tools that assist in managing anxiety. Real-life experiences, share stories of people overcoming anxiety. Expert opinions include snippets from mental health professionals. Today, we've journeyed through the labyrinth of anxiety, from its roots in our biology to its manifestation in modern society. We've seen how it can be both a foe and a mysterious friend, signaling us to pay attention to our lives. Remember, understanding anxiety is the first step towards mastering it. Before you go, hit that subscribe button and share your thoughts in the comments. Do you think modern life is making us more anxious? Or is it just that we're more aware of our mental health now? Let's get the conversation going. Stay tuned for more eye-opening content. Thanks for watching, stay curious and keep exploring.